We'll be back. Time will tell. Some people just have very salivary mouths.
Then we've got
Bork, 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 bork.
Hi, I'm Maia Beatrice and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. Today I'm joined again by Olivia.
Hello.
And today we are going to be doing more of a chatty video. We're going to be talking about some of the shows we've been in and answering some of your questions that you have asked. So I did a poll on Instagram just to see what you guys wanted to see, and most of you voted for this video, so here we are doing it. So to start the video, Rory Vince, who is a good friend, he asked a question for you, Olivia.
I'm nervous about this.
He asked you, did you enjoy being a weasel?
Of course. I was Deputy Chief Weasel, get it right, Rory. My Patronus is a weasel.
Oh. Well, there you go, Rory. She likes it so much that
I am one.
weasel.
I liked it so much that I became one.
So, the first question that we have is, what is your favourite show that you've been in? Ah, there's a wasp!
My favourite show I've been in is Spring Awakening. I played Wendela at the Young Vic Theatre in L Town, London. Yeah, it was my first professional London stage show. So, and also it was my dream role. Like, I literally a year earlier we'd all been talking about like our dream roles, and I said that mine was Wendela in Spring Awakening. And a year later, fast forward, there I am,
There you are,
living the dream.
My favourite show that I've been in, I'd have to say, is Bad Girls, only because it was a lot of fun, the cast was great, I had like a great friendship with the cast, and it was just an awful lot of fun to do, and yeah, I just enjoyed doing that show. It was a bit different to like other shows that I've done before, because it's not like a standard musical, it's a bit edgy, so I just, enjoyed doing that one. What's your favourite show that you want to be in, that you haven't yet performed in?
I'd love to be in the musical of Spring Awakening, because that's one of my favourites. I'd also love to be in Hadestown, because that's pretty epic. If you don't know it, listen to it, it's amazing.
Mine would probably be like a basic one, like Dear Evan Hansen, because I like that show. Or I don't know. I mean, I'd love to be in any show.
Yeah, just anything we can get, we'll take.
I'll take it.
So if any casting directors are watching,
hi.
Hello.
The thing is, right, I'd like to do any Disney musical, like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, only because I want to wear the dresses. As I've said in previous videos, I love the dresses for like them type of.
They're pretty epic, aren't they?
And I also like older musicals because of the
classic
clothing. I like that.
Yeah.
Or Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
Favourite part that you've ever played?
I have two. So Wendela in Spring Awakening, just because it was my dream role, but also at because we went to the same college, we did a show in first year called The Irresistible Rise of Aotearoa Ui.
Girls.
And I played Aotearoa Ui, and it was just so funny, because it was just a character that is just completely not like me. First of all, it's a man, and it was based off Hitler and Donald Trump, and evidently I don't resemble either of those men. But yeah, just because it was like really challenging and just it was just really different. A role that I will never play a role like that again in my life.
True. Again, I liked Bad Girls, but that's just because it was just a different part to anything that I've ever played before. I liked Gwen in Beautiful.
Yeah.
Only because she was a moody girl.
She was a bully.
And I'm not a bully. I'm nice. So it's just different to like me. I played Marcy in School of Rock at school, and that was a blast. I enjoyed that part as well. Favourite part in a show that you want to play that you haven't yet played?
I'd love to do like I'd love to do a Shakespeare. I'd love to play Juliet, or Viola, or just any of the like strong Shakespeare plays. RSC, the Globe, one day. Musical, Eurydice in Hadestown. but my voice will never equate to Eva Noblezada's. Oh my god, that woman has lungs of steel. Have you heard her sing?
No.
You right after this.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll have a listen.
Jesus Christ, that woman is insane. Yeah, Zoe in Dear Evan Hansen, Cosette in Les Mis. I'd say Cosette in Les Mis because that's just her track sits very comfortably in my voice, and it's just a nice role in it.
I'd say, for me, Eponine in Les Mis. That I love her character so much.
Yeah.
And it's a classic.
I'll join you on that one.
What would be your favourite part if you could play a male character?
Sweeney Todd, hands down.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would love to play Sweeney Todd. I've obviously thought about playing Sweeney Todd a lot.
Sweeney Todd! Sweeney Todd! Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, his songs are ace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd never be able to sound like Tim Minchin. But
that man is a genius.
yes. But if I could play a male part, it'd be Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar. The funniest show memory.
Okay, so for our end of college show, our end of second year show, we did a show called Oh Beautiful. And we were, it was just me on stage with two other girls who were in our class. I'm not going to say our friend's name, but she's watching, she knows who she is.
I reckon she will watch. If you're in the video, I think she could be watching.
I don't know, but
hi if you are.
we had to be like, you know, like the stereotypical American 50s housewives, and her line was she had to look me dead in the eye and say, "Oh, you brought your 7-layer bars." She just got her letters mixed up, and she just went, "Oh, you brought your 7-layer lars." Honest, I never thought in that moment I thought I was going to explode.
Yeah. I mean, my funniest on stage memory would be the same show. I can't say his name, you know what I'm going to say. I can't. I'm really sorry because I know he'll be watching this. I'm so sorry, but I'm sure you can laugh about it now. But I'm sorry if you can. I'm sorry if it brings back flashbacks. But our friend Olivia wasn't on stage at this point, and it was a really serious moment in the play. Right, everyone was like arguing, and like it was a proper serious moment. And another cast member pushed him backwards, and he fell over, and his shoes flew off. His shoes flew off, right? And it was awful because obviously he fell over, like that's bad. But at the same time, we all had like different colours that we had to wear. And his colour was yellow, so he had bright yellow shoes on. Which made it just 10 times worse because it was just a bright yellow shoe flying across the stage. And honestly, I was supposed to be like crying and upset, and I just started laughing. I broke. I could not hold that in. That was the funniest moment of my entire life.
I wish I'd been there for that.
Oh, it was so bad but funny. I'm really sorry if you're watching this.
We love you.
We love you really. But like honestly, that was funny. But you still acted out. In fairness, he stayed in character and was very good. It was
Styled it out.
It was just me breaking character at the other side of the stage laughing. So, if you were doing a show and you could have any person as your leading man, like celebrity or famous person, who would it be?
Paul Mescal.
Not this again.
Tom Holland.
No, of course.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Oh, Andrew Scott. Yeah, Andrew Scott, Benedict Cumberbatch. This isn't as in like being romantic with, just to act.
Yeah, just to make things a good actor,
alongside.
yeah.
Any of the greats. Ian McKellen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, mine would be like Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
I do like that man. Tim Minchin, just because I think
Oh
he's
my God,
flipping
yeah.
talented. Ben Foster,
Yeah.
because again, just talent. What's he called that played Phantom?
Ramin Karim Lou.
Him. Oh, him.
Mhm.
And he's beautiful. I'd happily play a romantic with him. Yeah. They're probably my top ones.
Any other greats?
Your best costume.
Okay.
Like, what was your favourite costume?
I've got 3. I've had some nice costumes
That's fine.
so far. So first off, Wendela, Spring Awakening at the Young Vic. Oh my god, my blue dress. I was so tempted to just ask, like, be really cheeky and ask the costume department if they could just send me my dress, 'cause it was so beautiful. It was so intricate, and like there was just tiny little pearls all over it, and it was so flattering. I had like a crinoline underneath it. I felt like a badass Alice in Wonderland in it. Oh, it was so gorgeous.
I'll try and insert pictures if Olivia can send me them.
Yeah,
so you can see them.
I'll send you some pictures. Arturo Ui and the Irresistible Rise of Arturo Ui. It wasn't one of my favourites because of, like, I looked great in it. Because I did not. Because our version, it was like meant to be Donald Trump, so I was dressed in a bright blue suit, which was far too big for me. I was just drowning in suit material. I was painted with a very dark orange foundation, and I had a blonde wig, so I didn't look like Trump. I looked like a cross between Boris Johnson and Ellen. I just loved it because of how ridiculous I looked in it. And then most recently, it was the last role I played before lockdown, Hattie in Tom's Midnight Garden, because it's set in the late Victorian era, so it's just these gorgeous gorgeous dresses and stuff and pinafores and stuff. I like my period costumes.
I'd say my favourites were Fiddler on the Roof, because it was old fashioned, just liked the old costumes. I did Dr. Dolittle, quite enjoyed that costume. Again, I liked my Bad Girls costume, but that's because it was like basically my own clothes.
Yeah,
and
nice and comfy.
Yeah, they were just really comfortable, and I did all sorts in them, and it was grand. So probably my Bad Girls outfit as well, and I customised a t-shirt, which I just enjoyed doing. So.
Oh, also Lucy in the short film Mr. Malcolm's List, because they were proper like 1800s dresses, and like my hair was done in like proper like 1800s updos. It was very uncomfortable. I had to wear a corset. Those things are made by Satan himself. I don't know how women wore them all day.
Funniest costume? Or worst/funny. Like, none of them were bad.
We're not bashing costumes.
It's just that, like, it's something we wouldn't obviously choose to pick to wear as such. They're not like bad costumes, it's just like we looked funny in them because we just didn't suit them.
Ooey. Definitely. Again, there'll be more photos somewhere. Yeah. And you'll see why. I loved it and hated it at the same time.
I think mine would be... I did Beauty and the Beast.
Who did you play? Belle?
No, I played the Enchantress.
Who's that?
You know, right, I think it's a made up character that they added me in.
The Enchantress?
Yeah, so, you know when the petals fall off the rose?
Yeah.
I walked across the stage pulling the petals off the rose, right? And I know I don't have a picture of this, so I'll just explain my outfit. I might be able to find one slightly, but it's not like in the actual outfit. But it basically, they shoved me in a black cloak with a black hood that literally came over my face, and you could not see who was underneath it. It was just me in a black cloak with a black hood, and it was the worst costume ever, worst part ever.
Yeah, a bit boring.
Yeah, I just hated it. Favourite song that you had to sing in a show?
But for Spring Awakening we had original songs written, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
That I got to sing an original song, and they were like really good songs as well. Like the composer for the show was like amazing, and yeah, there were lots of songs that were actually like written for the show but were never actually used. They were cut, and the songs also changed a lot throughout the rehearsal process. And they're like obviously because I did the play, we did an adaptation of the play, but then there's also the musical. But the songs that were written for our show, they could easily like fit into the musical.
See, I did Kiss Me Kate, and I like the songs from Kiss Me Kate. There was, I can't remember what it was now. I love the songs, but I can't remember them.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember. It has a like foreign name, like French or something, so I wouldn't even be able to pronounce it correctly. We all know what I'm like with pronouncing things. I'll
The
leave the
musical
name
fans will know it.
Yeah, I'll leave the name up somewhere. Yeah, that was one of my favourite songs because it was like high and like it was very good, and yeah, it sounded nice. Favourite music from a show, as in like an album, so like a show album.
Ooh,
What's your favourite musical album?
life is full of difficult decisions.
I think I'd pick Jesus Christ Superstar
I was thinking that.
because I really love the music in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, I was thinking Jesus Christ Superstar.
Or for a good bop, Six.
Yeah, I don't know Six that well.
It's just a good bop.
Yeah.
It's just because it's more of a concert style
Yeah.
musical rather than like a musical.
Mm.
It's I just like jamming out to that. But for like actual like music and like for the band to play and like stuff like that, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah. It's just like the electric guitar and stuff. It's just like, ooh, it's just a bit different.
The opening number is just
Yeah, I'll go with you on Jesus Christ Superstar because there aren't many
for
songs.
mutual interest.
Yeah, there aren't many songs I skip on there.
No.
So often you have your songs that you skip,
Yeah.
but
That album, I'm like, I could
Yeah.
listen to all of this. What was the first ever show you were in?
when I was in like reception, I played Cinderella in Cinderella.
Okay, that's my dream role.
Yep.
First show I did was Les Mis in year 7, so I was 12. Les Mis, which pretty decent show to start off with,
Yeah,
to be
that
honest.
is, Jesus
Pretty
Christ.
high one. Yeah, that was the first show I did. What was the first show you had a mic in, and what was it like?
The first show I had a mic in was Les Mis, and I played Cosette, and I felt so cool. I took so many pictures, just like subtly showing off my microphone, like, look at me with this little thing.
I think mine was Barnum. I think. Or was it a school show? I'm talking about like the headset.
There's a spider on me. So.
I think it was Blood Brothers, which was year 10. So when I was
Yeah, mine was year 10
15,
as well. Yeah, same.
first mic. Pretty decent. I was dead chuffed because obviously all the leads get mics.
Yeah.
And all I wanted in life was to have a mic.
Yeah.
I was like, that means you've made it. If you've got a mic, you've made it.
Yeah.
And I just remember getting it, and literally, like you say, I would take pictures, but like instead
Just
of being like taking pictures like normally, you'd like if it was on this side, you'd purposely be like,
Yeah.
so it got in the picture.
Yeah, and if you had to like go outside of the changing rooms to do something, you'd be strutting around like,
Yeah.
it's my mic again.
What was the favourite school show you've ever done?
I mean, either Phantom or Les Mis, because they were just so like, it's Phantom and Les Mis.
Yeah. I mean, again, mine was Jesus Christ Superstar. We did that at school. And
They did that. My school did that the year after I left, and I was
it very good. Or again, School of Rock, but that's just because I enjoyed School of Rock. Oh, your least favourite show that you've been in, and not because it was bad, just because it just wasn't your cup of tea after you did it. Genuinely, I do enjoy doing every show.
Yeah.
Like that is genuine. I do enjoy doing every show. Beauty and the Beast, probably just because it wasn't that great and I didn't like my character at all because I did nothing. And then Honk, just because it's, I don't know if you know, but it's like a story of like the ugly duckling, and like it's just a bit rubbish if you're in the chorus. But like my mum said she really enjoyed that show because it was a sweet show to go see because it was about the ugly duckling. But yeah.
you want to be doing something cool.
Yeah. Honk had to dress up as a duck, so
I know that some people who did the show with me will be watching this, so I'm not saying. But I did. I played Karen in the Red Shoes, and it was an all right show. But I got laryngitis during the run, so for like most of it, our director had to sit front row and read my lines while I mimed. So I just didn't have the best time doing that show.
and we're not saying we didn't like the show, it's just like for us
No, it's
personally,
not
we
the
didn't
show.
enjoy
It's
it.
just just things didn't really go to plan or something like that.
Your favourite makeup look?
I haven't really had many like elaborate makeup looks in a show. It's all been like relatively natural, apart from Ooey, because I was bright fucking orange. And I suppose, I guess, maybe like Spring Awakening, we all had to look like dolls. So we had very rosy cheeks, and we had to do the very like defined red lips, like where you only like colour a little bit of your lips, so you look like you've got pursed lips, and like a black eyeliner around your eyes, so you look like a doll. Yeah, but I've never. All my makeup looks have been quite natural, just like normal makeup.
Yeah. I think mine would be either Beautiful, because I had like the goth makeup on, didn't I? Which was quite cool, because I'd never wear that in my life, but it was quite cool for the character. Or I did Annie, and like the beginning bit we were playing like homeless people, and I had to have like dirt all over my face, which was it was interesting.
Sneeze.
Hardest character to play emotion-wise.
I've never really done many happy shows.
Do you know what I was thinking about this the other day? I haven't. I've never done extremely happy show. They're often a bit sad.
Yeah.
Or I've had the sad character. The moody character.
I've not done many like jolly shows.
Yeah.
So a lot of my characters have just been like emotionally exhausting.
Yes.
Probably Wendler, because she goes through. I mean, she gets raped and lots of horrible things. Or Uwe, because he's an underworld crime lord. And he's just very angry all the time. A lot of shouting.
I think for me, again, probably Bad Girls, Denny Blood, because she was just a bit of a... She was a difficult character to play in the fact of she... I'm thinking it was a 15 plus split, so I've got to be careful what I say here, because children watch those. She was in prison for setting fire to a children's home, but she was also, you kind of wanted the audience to get a little bit of a feel bad for her in a way. Yeah, it was quite hard to get the like level of like angsty teenage girl in prison and kind of like the feel sorry for me part.
Yeah.
Or Gwen.
Yeah.
Because Gwen was supposed to be like a moody teenager, a bit bitchy, and I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I'm like that.
She's always moody. She's only like this for the camera.
Yeah, I don't think... I'm not like... Obviously, it's a character, so it's acting anyway. But I think it was just harder to get that character because she's proper... She's like the bully of the school. And like... It was hard to do because I've never bullied someone before. So I was like, oh, I don't really know what to do. And it was like a hard-hitting subject that happened to do with my bullying, so it was quite like, it's just a hard one to...
Yeah. Hard to relate to.
Yeah. Hardest character for lines, learning lines.
Uwe.
You had so many lines in that though.
I had so many lines. It wasn't like, it was just monologue after monologue after monologue. They were like solid chunks of dialogue. And they were all like my final speech, the one with all of the states.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot of big chunky monologue.
I think for me it was... Uwe I had issues with. The Maleficent.
It wasn't even that. Maia had to say your malevolence. And every time she said your male violence. Malevolent. The word was malevolent, and she kept saying male violence.
I don't know what got to me. I can read, I promise. Something came over me. It was quite a big, to be fair, it was quite a big chunky paragraph, I had to say, and it was right in the middle, and I was on a flow, and I just said it wrong once, and then that's what stuck in my head, and then I kept saying it wrong.
So every show, people would be backstage like, say malevolent, say malevolent, say malevolent.
I did get it right in the shows.
Yeah,
I actually did get it right, but yeah, that was... But like... I hate, like, Annie, I played, like, 3 different characters, right? And they all had different lines. And I hate, like, bitty characters where I have one line here and there. Because it's really hard getting to know when you... You know, like, if it's like a duel between 2 people, it's fine because you know it's your line next. But if there's, like, 7 people in between you and then it's your line, you're like, when's my line? Is it now? So I find bits like that really hard to...
Yeah. My face hurts from... like smiling.
So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and learn a little bit more about the shows we've been in. And if you did like, smash the thumbs up button for me, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave some comments down below if you want to ask any more questions, and yeah, hope to see you again soon. Bye!
Bye! Do you want to do a little song for them?
Ah.
I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love.